Good afternoon, students. This is Miss Louise coming from my reading house. I wanted to read you a story today about what you see on the whiteboard. It says, we all have rights. And you see a little duck right there. Because we all do. We all have rights. And if you're looking and watching the news, you see a lot of people on the news today. And they're talking about their rights, and they're talking about what we should do and what we shouldn't do. But we all need to know that there's always something we can do when there's a problem. Isn't that right, Moo? Moo says yes. I want you to meet my friend Moo, and this is my friend Duck. And today you're going to see both of them in the story that I'm reading to you. And the story is about animals fighting for their rights. And they have a problem, and instead of fighting about it and fussing about it, guess what they do? They write about it. And so this is what I want you to think about today. When you have a problem, seem like you can't solve it, try to do some of the things that you might see Moo and Duck do today. Write about it. Let's see what happened. Here's our story. Let's go. The title of our book today is Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Coronan and pictures by Betsy Lewin. So, we all know that cows can't type, but hey, they can try. And I guess they have a problem. Let's see what the problem was in this story. We know that there's a problem. Click, clack, moo. Cows that type. Farmer Brown has a problem. There's Farmer Brown. He looks like it, doesn't he? His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. So what's the problem? Yes, his cows like to type. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. He just cannot believe what he's hearing. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. What did he see? Oh, look, they left him a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. So what's the problem now? The barn is very cold at night. Let's see how they solve this problem. Here are the moo cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn. What does that mean, to go on strike? It means to stop doing your job until you get what you need. And this is the note. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Oh my goodness. The cows are going to stop producing milk. Oh, they are on strike. Let's see. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Look at Farmer Brown reading the note. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Okay, now the cows wanted blankets. Now the hens, which are girl chickens, they want blankets. Look. Uh-oh. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. Oh my goodness. So who's on strike now? The hens. No eggs and the cows. No eggs? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard them click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Oh, look at they're still on strike. Not doing their job because of what? Because they want electric blankets to stay warm. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. He was angry. Look at him. Uh-oh. Now Farmer Brown is typing. So Farmer Brown got out his typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. What do you think happened? Do you think they said, okay, no, we're going to go back to producing eggs and milk? We don't need those blankets. Let's see. See if the problem is solved. Nobody's out there. And I see Duck. Oh, wow, he's carrying a note. Duck was a neutral party. So that means he wasn't on either side. He didn't care if they got their blankets or if the eggs or the milk. He was just in between. It doesn't matter. Duck was a neutral party. So he brought the ultimatum to the cows. An ultimatum is what Farmer John was writing when he said, you're not going to get any blankets and I want my milk and eggs. So let's see. Oh, there's a lock on the door. You see the pig, the sheep, even the cat. The cows had held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Because he had sent his ultimatum, remember? Uh-oh, here's Duck. Here he is. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. And the note said, Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. So let's see if Farmer Brown agreed. Okay. Uh-oh. What do you see? I see electric blankets. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. So if Farmer Brown gave the electric blankets, he would get the typewriter, and the cows and the hens would start producing milk and eggs. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Who has the typewriter now? Duck. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Oh, so Duck is no longer the neutral party anymore. Now he's going to go on strike, I guess, with the ducks so they can get a surfboard. or a diving board. I'm sorry, a diving board. What do you think happened? Take a guess. Let's see. You're right. They got a diving board. So they solved the problem, not by fighting, not by fussing, because we all have rights. And they decided to go on strike and to stop the service until they got what they wanted. And it was peacefully done. So I hope that things will be peacefully done with what's going on today. You can say goodbye to my friends, Moo and Duck. And I want you to remember that we all have rights, and you have a right to go wash your hands and to stay healthy. Do the right thing. Well, that's it from my reading house. I'll read to you tomorrow. Take care, and I miss you. This is Miss Louise. Bye-bye.